As we've discussed already, ABA has widespread applications, and many different professionals are using the principles of ABA to make positive behavior change in all kinds of different environments. The Behavior Analyst Certification Board, the BACB, provides oversight for the certification of individuals who use ABA-based strategies in a professional capacity. In many countries, only those who have the certification from the BACB can practice and implement ABA-based treatments. In Canada, this is not yet the case, as the field of ABA is not yet regulated through the government. However, many provinces require a BCBA to oversee government-funded ABA treatment. With proper oversight from an expert in the field of ABA, many different individuals are able to apply the principles of ABA. For example, parents and teachers. There are many different applications of ABA. I'm going to just talk about a couple of them here. So Organizational Behavior Management, OBM, is a subdivision of ABA which provides the application of ABA principles within an organization or business. So the main goal of OBM is to shift behaviors of employees and managers within the workplace setting and increase performance, safety, and different systems. Another application of ABA is in acceptance and commitment therapy. This is a branch of clinical behavior analysis that is based in the behavior change strategies of ABA. The main goal of ACT is to increase psychological flexibility through different acceptance, commitment, and mindfulness strategies that have a behavior component. The basis is that you commit to facing a problem head on rather than avoiding it and experience the feelings that come along with it through different activities and exercises. This is an evidence-based treatment for individuals with mental health issues such as anxiety and depression. Another application is the relational frame theory, RFT. This is one of the more complicated theories to come out of the principles of ABA, but basically it focuses on the idea that human language is based on connections we make between different concepts. For example, making the connection that supper and dinner mean the same thing. So when you say supper time instead of dinner time, your children will come running or not, depending on how much they like dinner. We won't get too deep down the RFT rabbit hole, but there are some really cool things coming out of this research. ABA also has a wide variety of applications in other disciplines and treatments, including sports medicine, acquired brain injury, speech pathology, gambling, addiction, animal behavior, pediatric feeding disorders, mental health, and many more. The last thing we're going to talk about in this section is the 7 dimensions of ABA. So these are the guiding principles for the application of ABA. Now this might be a little bit boring, so I apologize in advance, but I think it might help highlight why I'm so passionate about ABA. The first 3 are fairly obvious because they make up the name ABA. So let's start with the first one, which is applied. So applied really emphasizes ABA's commitment to making improvements in behaviors that will ultimately enhance and improve the lives of individuals. Behavioral means that there needs to be a clearly identified behavior to be measured for change, which we've talked about already. Analytic means that we need to be able to clearly demonstrate that the changes we've made are the reason for the behavior change. So sometimes there can be other variables in the environment that might be impacting the behavior. So we want to be really clear on what we're doing and showing that that is what's actually helping make the behavior change. Another dimension is technological. So ABA is technological, and this means that we need to be able to clearly explain and describe the changes that we have made and make it so that other people are able to replicate and do exactly what we did. Another one is conceptually systematic. So this means that all procedures that are used are described using ABA principles and behavior principles, like talking about reinforcement and punishment and functions of behavior, which we'll talk a little bit more about later. Another dimension is effective. So we want to make sure that the procedures and the techniques that we're using are actually effective and are resulting in behavior change that makes a clear difference for that individual. The last one is ABA produces generalized outcomes. So this means that behavior change needs to continue to occur over time in different environments with different people. It's one thing to have a child be able to tie one pair of shoes at home, and a completely other thing for them to be able to tie any pair of shoes in any environment, at school, at daycare, at the park. So we really want to make sure that the things that we're teaching individuals are skills that they're going to be able to use in all kinds of different environments. Altogether, these principles provide the basis and the main components for the techniques that make up ABA.